welcome to the class. Today we are going to learn a new chapter of grade 3 mathematics. The chapter name is Roman numbers. So before going to in detail about what are Roman numbers, I want to discuss with you all what are Indian numbers, what are Indo-Arabic numbers. Indian numbers are nothing but the numbers which we are using from 0 to 9. All the digits which are using from 0 to 9, those are Indian numbers. So we place them in decimal numbers or Indian place value chart. Those are all nothing but Indian numbers. But our Indian numbers are taken by Arab people to their countries, and they have made our Indian numbers known throughout the world. So thus the usage from after Indians, the Arab joined our number usage, and we call those numbers now as Indo-Arabic numbers or Indo-Arabic numbers. Okay, so the Romans didn't use our number system like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They didn't use these numbers what we use now in our day-to-day life. They had different numbers or symbols which they use to represent our numbers. Their symbols are different and they represent our numbers. So there are basically 7 different symbols where we arrange, add, jumble them and form different numbers in Roman numbers, right? So today we'll be learning about what are Roman symbols and what are the Indo-Arabic system in which the Roman symbols are represented in our numbers. Okay, Roman symbols. What are the Roman symbols that I have already said? They have separate symbols, not our numbers what we use. So those Roman numbers are I, V, X, L, C, D and M. All these letters, all these symbols, okay, these are Roman symbols. These letters represent or symbolize one number, one type of number in our Indo-Arabic system. So the I, the symbol I, in Roman symbols, the symbol or letter I represents 1. So if you want to write the number 1 or the digit 1 in Roman, then we need to represent with I. Okay. Now, if we want to write the number 5 in Roman symbol, then in Roman, then we need to represent with V. If we want 10 to write in Roman, then we put it with X. If we want 50, we write L in Roman, and if we want 100, we write with C. If we want 500, we write with D, and if we want 1000, we take the symbol M. So did you all understand now, right, how Roman symbols are connected to the Indo-Arabic system? So I represents 1, V represents 5, X represents 10, L represents 50, C represents 100, D represents 500, and M represents 1000. So this is how we use Roman symbols instead of Indo-Arabic numbers. So you can find these symbols in our day-to-day life on clocks, on railway platforms or on bus numbers, right? So you can see on buses the number of bus, bus number. These are all represented by Roman symbols. And also in your school you can see that which class do you belong? I belong to 3rd class. You all say, right, I belong to 3rd class. Okay, which class you are going next year? We are going to 4th class. You say, right, I am going to 4th class. So all these numbers, this symbols are nothing but Roman symbols. So these are Roman numbers for 3 and 4. So you will learn how to form numbers and also the rules which are used for formation of these numbers now. We have learned the different Roman symbols and how the Indo-Arabic system numbers are represented in the Roman symbols. So we have to form Roman numbers from those Roman symbols. So we have some rules to follow to form the numbers from those Roman symbols. So the rule number 1 is, if a symbol is repeated 2 or 3 times, the value of the symbol is to be added. So I have taken an example over here, that is I. in Roman symbols, I represents 1 in Indo-Arabic system, right? And X represents 10 in Indo-Arabic system. So, from rule number 1, we can say that if I repeat the Roman symbol more than one time, like 2 or 3 times, I need to add the value of that Roman symbol so that I get the number. Here I have 3 times I and I. Single I represents 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, I get the number 3. So now from Roman symbols, I have added it 3 times and I got the Indo-Arabic symbol or the number 3 over here. So how do I represent 3 in Roman number? I represent 3 in Roman number as like this. Okay. Now I have one more example over here. We know that X represents 10 in Roman symbol. So I have 2x over here. So I need to add the value of 1x to the other x. So 10 plus 10, the number I got is 20. And how do I represent 20 in Roman number? It is x and x. So always I write these put together to get the numbers in between the lines. Okay, this is how we write Roman numbers and how we form the Roman numbers by adding the numbers. Now we will be going to rule number 2. Now rule number 2 in Roman numbers says that no symbol should not be repeated more than 3 times. So to have an idea about this rule, we will be taking an example over here. So here L represents 50. We already learnt in Roman symbols, right? L represents 50 and I represents 1. I represents 1. So here I have 4 i's. So what does that mean? It is 50 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 54. But this rule says that no symbol should be repeated more than 3 times in order, right? It should not be repeated more than 3 times in order. So here I have repeated the number I or the symbol I more than 3 times. It is here 4 times. So this procedure or this type of writing of Roman number is not true. It is false. So we need to represent like this. Okay? L, I and V. So here, before going in detail, I can say one more explanation over here that if I write V represents 5, but I am writing before V, I. So I need to minus or subtract the value of I from this Roman symbol. So as this represents 5 and this represents 1, and as it is before V, what I need to do? I need to subtract or minus. So the value of this I and V together is 4. 5 minus 1. I get the value as 4. First, suppose I have a symbol which says V and I. Here I is after V. Okay, I is after V. So I need to add the value. V represents 5, I represents 1. So this whole put together represents 6. The value 6. So that is the reason I am taking over here L, I and V. So I, V put together represent 4 and L represents 5. That is the reason I got the value of this Roman number as 54, which is true. Okay. Now we will be going to the third rule. Rule number 3. Rule number 3 states that the symbols V, L, D should not be repeated, should not be put together and to form a number. Here I have an example over here that V, the value of V is 5, the value of L is 50, the value of D is 500, right? So here V and V, if you add together 5 plus 5, I get the answer as 10. But we don't represent 10 with the symbol VV, right? We already learned we represent the number 10 with the symbol Roman symbol X. So this representation is wrong and this representation is right. So thus we use these rules to form the Roman numbers using the Roman symbols, and also how to convert them from Roman numbers to Indo-Arabic numbers and from Indo-Arabic numbers to Roman numbers. So this part will explain you in detail how Roman symbols are used. Along with the rules, we can form the Roman numbers. Thank you so much.